Okay. It says we are live. Let me just see and make sure that we are live. Hopefully we are. Hey, everybody. Y'all ready to bring the bling? Okay. It looks like we are live. Okay. 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 It's okay. I'm going to shut that down now. Okay. Time to bring the bling, y'all. And I am on time tonight. I am on time tonight. As my admins come in tonight, y'all, I need the admins to let me know if something goes wrong with the video. Y'all know I'm having problems with my eyes, so the camera is over here and I cannot really see. So let me know if you guys can hear me. Give me a thumbs up in the chat to let me know that y'all can hear me, so that we can get this video popping. I know a lot of people have been waiting on me, and I do appreciate it, because y'all, sometimes I have stuff that happens, and I want to apologize to the people who came on last night and waited for me. We had a last minute rush order that I had to get out. Y'all know that I told y'all my goal is to get my income up to 40. So I gotta keep pushing. And so that last minute order came through. And with screen printing, it's, you know, you have to make screens, make sure the artwork is ready, run, get shirts, all of that kind of stuff. So it was really rushed, but rush jobs do pay the bills. So I just want to welcome everybody. I know we got some people who are going to be coming in. Hey, Miss Mel, how are you? So y'all, if you're new to the channel, then welcome to the channel. I'm Latona Lady Print Boss, and on this channel, we teach people how to boss up in their t-shirt businesses. This is a long-awaited video. I came up with this design. I want to tell y'all about this Crafty Boss logo. I came up with this Crafty Boss logo when I was in between places, when I was staying in Airbnb, and I could not figure out any kind of way to make any money because I was in between homes and we were waiting to get into this house. So I did not have anything there with me but the silhouette. And so I decided that I was going to start an Etsy store, right? And I started the Etsy store there in the room and started to put up some designs so that I could keep my income coming in, keep my mind going, try to keep myself crafty. And that's why I called it Somewhat Crafty Boss, because at that time I was going through some stuff and I was like, okay, I don't know. So I came up with this, and out of it came the Etsy shop, which as of today, the Etsy store has 53 sales. So thank you for everybody who has supported the Etsy shop. I really appreciate it. We're going to do some stuff tonight. If you are new to rhinestones, if you're having some problems with your rhinestoning, we're going to try to fix them, try to tell you guys what you can do. I know that everyone has different machines. Some of us have silhouettes, some of us have Cricuts, some of us have Graphtex. So tonight I'm going to be working on the Cameo 4. And so with your settings, with some people's settings, you're going to have to kind of figure it out. But I'm going to go ahead and give y'all some tips, because I've had a couple of calls over the past couple of months asking me about different things. And so the first thing that I want to talk about is when you get a rhinestone template, right? Anytime I get a rhinestone template, the first thing that I do is cut the template out, right? So this template is like halfway on the page, right? But the first thing that I do is I cut the template out, and then I take one of the stones that's that size and I lay it there to make sure that it's circular. Because I've had people to call me and say, hey, my rhinestones are cutting like oblong, or I'm having problems cutting. So the first thing that you want to make sure is that it's not something wrong with your template, because people will say, oh, it's something wrong with my templates. I can't get any rhinestones to cut. it could not be, it may not be the template. If you print it out, right? If you print it out, then you can physically look at the paper, look at the rhinestones, put the rhinestones on there, and then you can see. It also helps you if you print out a design before you cut the template, because then you can look at the template and see if there are stones that are misplaced, because nobody's perfect, right? Not even me. I ain't perfect, y'all. So even on this design, I saw a stone here in this B that looks like it could be changed. I put the template up and I never looked at it again. But it gives you the ability to at least be able to look at stuff before you cut it and see that, okay, I can edit that a little bit and change that around and make it your own, right? Because when you get these things, you're able to edit the templates. So that's just one thing that I want to tell y'all before like you get started, right? With the Crafty Boss template, there are so many different ones in there. There's like a solid one, and then there's 2 colors, and then you have the 3 colors. So it's different ones. And some people say that it's too big, and I'll try, if I continue to make templates, I will try to downsize and make templates for different sizes. Maybe we'll do 2 sizes or something like that. So I'm going to tell y'all how I cut my templates out, right? So I use a couple of different things. I don't use the sticky block, and I'm going to tell y'all the reason I don't use the sticky block is because I don't create rhinestones in my business. If I created rhinestones, if somebody comes to me for a rhinestone design, I'm going to do a totally different method, right? To creating my rhinestones, where I'm going to be able to do it a lot faster. And I wanted to show y'all that in the video, but I'm going to save that for another video. But I am going to show you how to boss up on your rhinestones, because y'all brush rhinestones, right? Y'all brush rhinestones. And I was talking to my best friend Carmen, and I was telling her, I said, girl, all the videos that I see, everybody brushes rhinestones. Nobody does the old school method of putting rhinestone templates together. So I'm going to show y'all my method of putting rhinestone templates together, how I was taught like 20 years ago. And I don't know why people don't do it today, but I think it's a pretty good method, and you can be the judge of that yourself. So a lot of people saw the videos that I did with the cardstock, right? And a lot of people hit me and they said, I can't get my cardstock to cut, or I can't get the rhinestones to go into the cardstock. Okay, so I'm currently using, this is one of the cardstocks that I use right here. I use this cardstock. If you're going to use cardstock paper, it needs to be coated, right? Because when you go to pick up the rhinestones, if the cardstock is not coated, then the cardstock will come up. Like, it'll actually literally peel up. So that's a big problem. The second thing is, if you're not going to be using like a sticky block and you're using a cardstock, you want to use the thickest cardstock you can find. Well, not a poster board or anything like that, but 100 grams would probably get you. This is probably about 65 grams. I went to I'll show you guys the one that this is, and I may brush something in today. But this is one that I buy. This is one of the cardstocks that I buy, right? And this has, what, 30 sheets? I think I pay like $5, $6, maybe $10. Y'all know inflation, so I don't know. But it's a pretty good price because it's 12 by 12. The problem that you have with the cardstock is that because it's not sticky on the back, then you have to either spray a spray adhesive to it to lay it down to your tray, or you're going to have to, or when you are brushing in the rhinestones, then you'll have rhinestones go up under it. So just kind of giving y'all a little bit of information on stuff like that. And actually, I actually have, I didn't know I even had this. So I have a partial Crafty Boss Rhinestone template that I was doing, and I think I was doing this when I was in the Airbnb. And maybe I'll brush something into it to show you guys. So that's one way. Now, if you want to make the back of your cardstock sticky, right? You can do that with some Oracle or some not craft paper, contact paper. You can do it with some Oracle sign vinyl, right? The Oracle 651 is a permanent one. The 631 is one that you can pull up and remove. I always use the 651 just because that's the one that I have. But you can apply that to your cardstock. Now, it's a little tricky because if I was going to, let me get a piece, because I've got flock and we've got all kinds of stuff in here, y'all, that we're going to be doing tonight. Fine vinyl. Okay. So here's some fine vinyl. I don't know what brand this one is. This is by Polytech. So with the sign vinyl, the thing is, if you just heat press it like this to the cardstock, cut a piece and then heat press it like this, it's not going to stick. It's not going to stick. So what you have to do is you have to fold it and have something like this. Peel this side, right? And then do it like that. So it's like you're pressing this down to this, if that makes any sense. And what happens is this cardstock goes onto this adhesive side. So now it sticks. And then you have this side, which will, these two will melt together and stick. And then this side, you'll be able to pull up the design after you cut it, and you should be able to peel it up and kind of get this type of result, right? So that's one way. I honestly think that when you do it like this, you get a much stronger template, and it increases the thickness of this, which means that your rhinestones are going to brush in a lot easier. So I hope that that makes sense. Now, with all of that being said, you may be paying, let's say if you're paying 50 cents for this piece of paper, and then you have depending on, if you go to the dollar store and get the contact paper from the dollar store, you'll come out cheaper. But if you're using the sign vinyl, you may end up, if you're doing a lot of rhinestones, it's a lot to go through. So you may end up wanting to buy some type of flock. Just kind of keeping it 100 with y'all tonight. I don't use, it's easy for me to say that I don't use flock because in my day-to-day business, I'm screen printing. I ain't really doing a lot of flock. So we'll test this out, right? The other way that I do rhinestones is by using actual flock material, which is what this is. This is a flock that I purchased from, this one offline, y'all. I got this offline, right? This one came offline. This is the HTV Runt flock. It was in white and in black online, and I think it was $15. I actually purchased it for this video. And when I got it, it seemed a little bit thin to me. But I use this flock, and this flock brushes in beautifully. It does. It could be a little bit thicker, but that's the one that I got this result from, right? And I'll show you guys the rhinestone template in a minute. It's back here somewhere taped onto something. So for that, what I did is, and I'm going to show you that one, and then I'm going to tell you the one that I'm going to be, another one that I'm going to use tonight. So I'm going to use like a bunch of different stuff. I'm going through a bunch of different stuff because I want people to really understand. This flock right here, I have not used. I'm going to use it tonight too. This one is, I grabbed this out of Michael's today. This flock right here is the Caesar Super Flock Pro HTV. Now, normally, I don't buy any of this stuff. Like, I normally would buy the 20-inch by 5-yard roll of flock and then cut up my sheets and do what I'm doing back when I was doing rhinestones, right? All the time. But I purchased this stuff just for y'all. This was $12.99 at Michael's today, and then there was 20% off or a $5 coupon that I had in my cart, and so I ended up getting the $5 off. So I paid about $6.50, $7 for this flock, which was fine, right? Hey Cleve, how are you? So that's that flock. But with either flock, either this flock or that flock, anytime that you're using flock, the thing is, the thicker the flock, the same thing with the card stock. If it's thicker, the rhinestones are going to go into it and they're going to lay in it better. I see people say they're having a hard time brushing it. That's why. So, what I did is I took some, on this one, I took some Oracle 651 and I just applied it to the flock, right? And we're going to do some here. I actually did 2 of them. So I did the Oracle 651 and one of those, that's the one that I cut. And this one here has not been cut. With this one, this is the Caesar flock. And with the Caesar flock, I use the contact paper. And this is the contact paper that I'm going to use because I want to see the fine vinyl. The Oracle is really, really sticky. It's really, really sticky. So it's going to stick to anything. But you can't keep pulling it up and down. So it's real sticky. And then I also purchased this one from both of these came from the Dollar Tree. So we're going to see how both of these work. So this is the one, when you press it, it'll look all ugly like this, right? But when you take the top off, and I press it at 275, just long enough for it to heat up and adhere to the paper, right? And I think it's at 275 for like 20 seconds. So when you take it off, just to show y'all so that you don't think it's going to be all wrinkly and ugly, when you take it off, it's going to smooth out like this, right? So you can take that and cut it all up and make it pretty and all of that stuff. I guess I will do that. It's about 7:18. We're going to go ahead and get started with the video. So if you're coming into the chat, there is a link to a Boss Me Up design that's in here. So you can download that if you'd like. You can also go over to the Etsy shop and get the Crafty Boss design. But I'm going to tell y'all, if you're having problems with your rhinestones, getting your rhinestone templates to cut, right? Every time when I'm figuring out my settings, I don't cut a big rhinestone template. Because what happens is you cut that huge rhinestone template and then it doesn't come out, and then you're upset because you used up a lot of flock. So don't do that. What you want to do is just cut like a little heart or something. And that's what we did. First and foremost, we cut up a little heart. Cut out just a little heart. Just something small to see how it comes out. Then start cutting your stuff once you've figured it all out. Right, I'm gonna move some of this stuff out of the way. Is Miss Tampa in here? Okay, Tampa, if the video, for some reason, if y'all are not seeing the video clear or anything goes wrong with the video, Tampa, then we are going to close out the live stream and I will come back on directly from the cell phone and we'll get this done. So this one I've actually cut. I've already cut something, and we're gonna cut something too. So this is one that I already cut, y'all. I'm gonna come over there closer to the camera so that I can peel it. So this one I already did here on the silhouette, and I'll tell y'all the settings in just a second, but I will go ahead and peel it and see how it did. Now the first one I did absolutely perfect. So I don't know if y'all can see it or not. I got a little bit right here that did not come up. But look at that. Look at how good that comes up. We just got a few that did not come up. Hopefully y'all can see it. So there is, and it's sticky, honey. Okay, so there are a few that did not come up that time for me, y'all. So I'm not going to stick it here. Let me grab something. What I want to put it on. Where are my boards? Okay, so what I do is I don't get the boards from the dollar store. I know a lot of people get the boards from the dollar store, but because I'm a screen printer, I have a lot of transparency sheets. So I just use my transparency sheets, and I use them for two reasons. And I'll show y'all in a minute why. I'm gonna push this stuff up here, and we're gonna turn this around here. Is the camera doing okay, y'all? Because I can't tell. Oh, and by the way, this is supposed to be, you know, bling at night. So turn up to get your water or get your, you know, whatever it is that you're drinking. So I have a sip to start it off. Okay. I want to show y'all these beautiful rhinestones. I'm going to show y'all these rhinestones right here. So these are the rhinestones that we're going to be using. Can't tell if y'all can see them or not. These are the stones we're going to use. And before we get started, let me go ahead and take this. And I'm just going to pop this on here. And we'll pick up those extra pieces of what. I gotta get used to wearing these glasses. All right. So we just gonna lay this here. And if you got a little bit, you need to pull it up. Like I said, this one is really, really sticky. So if you have to pull it up, you better do it fast. Right? Okay. So there are just a few that were on this end that did not come out. Okay. So I'm going to get something and poke those. So that is the first one. And I'm going to tell y'all what the settings are for this. Okay. Tell y'all what the settings is for this. Okay. Hey, Levite Apparel, how are you? Levite is a screen printer. And we're going to do something that screen printers do, but we're going to do it probably tomorrow or the next time that I jump on here. We're going to do something that screen printers do with Bling. I'm going to show y'all how to screen print rhinestone. What we're going to do. I'm just going to push these out, y'all. I got big hair today. It looks like right here on this end, like my stones might have got caught or something and started to turn into a couple of them, start turning into ovals over there. I'll show y'all in a minute. In the chat, tell me if you do rhinestones, and do you do it for fun or do you do it for your business? I used to do rhinestones and make a lot of money off of rhinestones back in the day, but it's when rhinestone shirts were going at about 80 bucks a pop. And it was actually before I started screen printing. Once I started screen printing, that was it, y'all, for me. When I started screen printing, honey, it was just so much to learn. And my business, like, literally, like, I tell people that if you're struggling in business, like, honestly, y'all, I never struggled when I started doing t-shirts. I already had a hip-hop clothing store, but my shirts just took off. Everything just took off for me. And I would make a good 800 bucks a day. But I think it was because I was already in a retail place, and it just, you know, it was that time, and it just took off. And so I never really experienced any type of struggles. Okay, we ready. Okay, now, this somewhat on here, y'all, I actually use another font for this. And are y'all working and blinging with me? None of these, well, they did cut, but I'm not going to even, those didn't come out at all. They cut, but we'll have to sit here and pick them up. Pick them out. They're too small for me to do anything with. So if you are crafting along with me tonight, I'm just going to do this outline, because if I do it on my computer, y'all, at the same time that I'm doing this, it's going to be a hot mess. Now, we're going to make it quick and easy tonight. Make it quick and easy tonight. I'm going to cut this up. And y'all, I should have really measured that a little bit better, because that's a lot that I could have on that template that I could have saved. So, I'll show y'all my method. Go through two different methods, a couple of different methods of doing this. And then I'm going to show y'all how I learned how to do it, right? Go ahead and get started, Tampa. We're going to be a while. Up at the top, y'all, at the very top of the screen, there is the Boss Me Up template that we're going to do. And I'm going to go ahead and put this one in, because we do want to try. I know that a couple of the ladies ran out and purchased this material. And so I want to see how the contact paper works, right? I want to try the contact paper, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in, and then we'll get to blinging that. Y'all let me know when you got your templates cut in there in the chat. And I'm going to show y'all my way of brushing the stones in. I don't use a mat when I am doing my stones. And I did tell y'all that I was going to tell you my settings. So I'm over here, of course, I am using Silhouette Studio to cut, but let's see here what the settings are. Hey, Carolyn, Rhinestone Addict, how are you? So we successfully made our own sticky flop with that, y'all. That works. I did one yesterday and one this time, so we know that this works. And this, don't forget, this is the Oracle 651. I would recommend the Oracle 631 because this is really, really sticky. But being really sticky, it's going to hold. I would prefer for this flock to be just a little bit thicker. I think when I compare it to the sticky flock, because there was a time that I did buy sticky flock. And here's a piece. But when I compare it to it, I think it's just a little bit thicker. Sticky flock is 65 millimeters, I think. And I think that one, when I converted it over, I think this one was like around 60 or 62. So I think it does matter. Okay. So this is what I normally do. Before I do my rhinestones, y'all see that square up there? I always do a little test. I do a little test cut, and then I just put in a heart, and I always put a heart in. I don't know why. I just always do these hearts just to see, and I do something real simple just to see if the design is going to cut. So I'm going to tell y'all what my settings are on my silhouette. And I am using, today, y'all ain't gonna believe it, I'm using the auto blade. If you follow me, you know that I am not a big fan of the auto blade because sometimes the auto blade does not shift. So I much prefer to use that manual 1mm blade, the purple one. So if you're using the silhouette, I prefer to use this one because that way I know when I'm turning it and putting it, what I'm putting it on. But for my rhinestone template settings for the sticky flock, what I am using, the DIY sticky flock that we're making ourselves, I'm using, my blade is at 7, my force is at 33, my speed is at 5, and I gave it 2 passes, not 1 but 2 passes. And then if you go over in silhouette, a lot of people don't realize there is a triangle, right? There's a triangle right below where your numbers are to tell you what your blade setting is. A lot of times people check that, but what happens is that overcuts the print. So don't check that. But down in the settings, you can adjust your curve quality, that little bitty round thing down in the corner that looks like a settings toolbar. You can adjust the quality of your curve to make your circles perfectly circular. And I'll do a video on that. But that's where my settings are. Again, 7, the force is at 33, my speed is at 5, and my passes are at 2. Now I'm going to tell you guys when I am cutting my cardstock, where my cardstock is, what I put my cardstock on. The exact numbers that my cardstock is on. When I cut my cardstock material, I put my cardstock on the blade on 4, the force on 22, and my speed on 3, and I only do 1 pass, only 1. So I finish with my cardstock a little bit faster than I do with when I'm doing flock. But the reason I put my blade, the reason I only do 1 is because I normally don't need it with the cardstock. It just pops off. But the problem with cardstock is if you run it twice and those circles start to pop off, they'll get stuck on your blade and then you won't, get a perfect cut. So think about stuff like that. Okay, so we are going to cut this, and I'm going to cut this. I'm going to do a test print. Let me go over here to my design, and I guess because I'm up here, I will show my desktop. So y'all give it a second and you'll see my desktop kind of pop up. You should see the desktop pop up. I'm going to move this out of here so I can still kind of see the chat as I move that down. Okay. So I'll make that big. Can't make it all the way big because I won't be able to see the chat. So, where is that design that we did? Let's see here. So we have a Boss Me Up in the chat, and print anything. Do whatever it is that you want to do. But if you don't have something, you can do this with me. I did this and I set it up as 2 different designs. That's the Cameo 4, this to that. How are you doing? Yes, the Oracle 631. The reason I say the Oracle 631 is because you can lift it and take it up and down and all of that stuff. So I think that it would not be, the other one is permanent. So if you're going to put it on something and you're going to leave it, if you're going to put it on here and leave it, this works perfect. Don't get me wrong, this works perfect. Me, I'm going to put it on this and I'm going to leave it. I probably pay for 100 sheets of this, maybe $30. This is 13 by 19 for the transparency. These are going to work perfect. I'm going to show you why, because they're bendable. They're going to work perfect. Okay, so I'm going to get this started and then we're going to do the other design. Okay, so here we go. We got the Boss Me Up. I'm going to go over here to send. If y'all have any questions or anything you want to talk about, drop it in the comments, baby. Okay. So I'm over here in the silhouette and we're going to go to the line. Let me look at the line and see what pops up. We'll go to feel because I got white and the pink, and I'll just cut it all at one time, right? I'll just cut it all at one time. And so we can use the Rhinestone template settings here. Are y'all seeing the screen? I think y'all are seeing the screen. So before I do anything, we're going to do a test. Because we got to test this. Because we don't know what's going on with it, right? So we got to test it to make sure that... Okay, so Latoya, what else do you use? What did you get? You mean for the sticky flock, to make your DIY sticky flock? If that's what you mean, sis, we're testing that now. So you can use the Oracle. You can use, you got to use something that's going to be sticky. And I've got 2 different types of contact paper here that I'm going to use. Y'all, I pulled that out and now I don't know where it went in at. I don't see it. Let me see. I think it's over here. Start talking to her, and I don't know. This is my first time cutting this one. I think I feel something. I don't see a thing, but I think I feel something. Okay, well. One way to tell is to just peel. Ain't nothing over there. That peels up really, really easy. So it's got me worried. It's got me worried because it peels up super, super easy. And for the backing, I don't feel nothing there. For the backing, you want that backing to have, I don't see nothing there. Maybe it's on this end. Okay, I don't see nothing there. Let me do it again. Let me do another test. Print, cut, and this time I'll pay attention to where I put it in to see if this flock will work. Because the other thing is, y'all, not everything works as good as other stuff. But, and y'all know I don't want Caesar to work, because y'all know I don't care too much about Caesar. Y'all know. No, I'm just kidding. I want the Caesar to work. Okay. Let's try it. So I've got this force up as high as it will go. I'm going to do one more test on the same thing, and I'm just going to pay attention this time at where this cuts. Here we go. Here you want to go. You want to go and you want to play with me today. Let's see what this CPU is at. See, you seeing screen? Hold on. You see the screen? Jesse, is the screen still up, y'all? Because I can't tell. Silhouette has seemed to, like it wanted to decide to freeze up for a quick second on me. So I tell y'all what, while that is doing what it is doing, let's jump back over here. Okay, let's jump back over here while that's doing what it's doing. Are y'all able to see me? And is everything going on? Okay, we still up. Okay, Silhouette is kind of tripping, so we're gonna jump over here, and then hopefully I'll come back over there. I have not hooked up my regular camera yet, y'all, so we're gonna do this like this. And I'm gonna need some more room, so I'm gonna need all this room over here. And actually, once I can get over here, I can stay over here, but I'm gonna move this printer to the side. We'll brush these stones, right? We will brush these stones in, and then hopefully by that time that unfreezes. The only time that my Silhouette ever freezes is when I'm on live. There it goes. It's the design software that makes it do that. Okay. So I'll show two ways. Did it cut? Did y'all hear anything cut? We'll leave that there for me. That's not going to be big enough. So it's not going to be able to go in there. So what I'm going to do. This is a screen that I use for screen printing. It's a screen I use for screen printing. So I am going to take my design in here because this is normally pretty big. A big size, and things normally fit in here pretty good. I guess I could have had my little tape in here ready and on deck. So I like to just tape it down. I think that did cut. I'll find those settings for that. So, y'all, I am getting ready to have this falsification, planning on at beautiful lake, White Rock, not White Rock, at Blackwall Lake in Dallas. Yep. And Just trying to get the venue together, and get together who, is going to be teaching what and all of that stuff. I'm bringing back my annual Make Money in the Screen Print Business class, but this class is going to be like a three-day bosscation, and it's going to entail way more than screen print. We're going to do digital printing, a lot of marketing, because that's what I'm into now. I need to grab some other tape, y'all. Tape. Only thing I did not bring in here was tape, and I want to make sure that my thing is taped down really good. So give me one quick second. Let me grab some tape, and hopefully y'all got y'all stuff ready to go. I'll show y'all a new method. Okay. Y'all crack up yet? Ray Hubbard, right? Thank you, girl. What like did I say? White Rock. Oh, Ray Hubbard. That's right. That's right, Mel. We're gonna be at Ray Hubbard. I have one coming that we're going to do. I'm doing a 2-day screen printing class on the 20th and the 21st of May here in Dallas. Let's get all of this stuff. Show you all of this stuff. Okay. Now, can y'all see my screen? I think y'all can. You still seeing the silhouette screen? Y'all not seeing me? Are y'all seeing the big screen, or are you seeing the silhouette screen? Tell me if y'all see this screen before I start. I hate to do this and y'all not seeing it. Because I see Jessie says she's seeing the silhouette screen. You should be seeing my desktop, the screen here. Okay, all right, Craftable. Okay. All right, Patrice. Let's go. Let's get it. Okay. So, I think I have tried every brush there is. I've tried this brush, right? I've tried these. I've tried this sponge. I like this. I like the paintbrush, and I like this. But I'll pour this in here. Pour them all in here. Okay. And I'll try with this one. So like I pour it in here, and then I try to do this, because this is what everybody does. And I'm moving a little bit fast, I know, right? And that's actually going in pretty good. But this is what I like to do. I take all of my stones and I push them out, and then I start stapling. And then I do this. And I get all the extra stuff out of the way. And here, I didn't tape this good, y'all. So that's, wait a minute, I don't like that because that's, I'm going to get up real close so y'all can see. I'll move this closer because I want y'all to be able to see. This is how I learned how to do stones. Okay. I think that's good. Hopefully y'all can see. Okay. I'm going to do it again because I pushed that out of my way. Right? Oh, notice at the bottom here, I have like this little catch-all so that when I bring the stones up to me this way, they fall in here without messing anything up. There we go. Come on, baby. Let's go. There we go. Okay. Hopefully y'all can see it. And then I can just use this little brush. So I've got like 90% of the stones in there. Sometimes I can get all 100% of the stones on here. I don't know why nobody shows this method, or maybe people don't know it, but this is the method that when Rhinestones first came out and they started doing templates, this is the method that everybody was doing. There is a stone at the bottom of the S in the boss template that is missing, that did not cut, so it must be in the design. I see. I'll go back and redo the design, redo that. I'm just brushing the extra little stones that are in there, y'all. Normally, if I wasn't on camera, I would have shook. I wouldn't still be shaking, but I would have shook to where I got more off. Up there. So now, you can go back with your little pickers and things and all that stuff. Like I said, over here on this side over here, y'all, when I cut it, I don't know what happened. To that X. But we are basically done. That one is turned off. I think if this block was just a little bit thicker, it would have gotten 100% of my stones. So what y'all think about the shake method? So I can see a couple of stones that I need to go back and look at this design. Yeah. I think I'm done. I have stuff here. I could have shoved that again. You did that a little bit better than I did that first time, y'all. Should have shoved that a little bit longer. Right there. Okay, so those stones that are over here on this side, right here, are going to be the ones that I told y'all that for some reason my silhouette started curving crazy over on this side. Not sure if y'all can see it or not, but okay. Oh, the boss me up. Let me see. Let me look and see. Let me look and see what the boss me up is. I'm sorry. The boss me up is, hold up, do it with the hashtag. Okay. It is 2.142 by 10.691. Okay. What y'all think about the shake method? Y'all like it? Is it a winner? No. What y'all think? Okay. That's why I told y'all you need a tray. When I said get a tray so that you could 10-point Tapper 2.142. Somebody type it for me in there. 2.142, and then the length, well, that's the height, and then the length is 10.691. I can't type in the chat, y'all. Okay. Can y'all see the design? I don't know if y'all can see it or not. I'll sit this over here. Okay. Oh, repeated you was at the stove. Okay. Okay. I'll do it again. This is the good thing about this is once these stones are in here, they pretty much in there until you, right? Let's do it again. Who was that at the stove? Tampa? Is that Tampa at the stove now? Okay. Let's do the shake method again. I'm going to come this way. I normally go to the other end because I just set it down and shook them up out of there. Just I'm going to come back towards me. And you can shake however slow or however fast that you want. And all I'm doing is tilting it just a little bit, right? So try to turn it to y'all to see. Can y'all see it? I don't know if y'all can see. but most of them are in there. About 90% of those stones are in there. Now with this design, because it has, I just knocked them out. With this design, because it has those 2 rows, I would probably shape going sideways. So let's see if that works better. This is that end where I told y'all I'm having a problem with that. And I need that tape to stop coming up. Okay. So with this one, I think it may work better if I come down this way. Because here's the thing. When you got a lot of rhinestones to do, you got to get these templates in there and get them out. I think that did do a little bit better, y'all. I think that did a little bit better, a little bit faster. Well, problem is if you don't sit it down perfect, then you got all kind of stuff in your way, you're gonna mess it up. So let's put that right. Now I'm gonna come this way. Cool beans. That's the way I was taught to do stones, and then I've seen people do it that way, and I never seen anybody do it like that on YouTube. So I don't know why. I don't know if it was just a way that people could not master it, or if people felt it was harder or what, but it's actually just my preferred method. Besides screen printing stones, my preferred method would be to screen print these stones. I will show y'all that in a video. I love this brush right here. I do. I love this little brush because I can just push this around. It may have been making with Merlin that I saw with this brush. Who uses a brush like this? I saw somebody using a brush like this. I was actually using my I was using a brush, but the one that I was using was like the one that I do my blush with, and I think it was too hard. I think I ordered this off of, it's a Wet n Wild brush, but the bristles are super soft. The bristles are super soft, and so I just fell in love with it. We'll do one where I'll brush one in and I'll see how long that takes. But doing this here. If y'all got something to try that shake method with, try it. Now, the thing about the shake method is you have to have, you got to have extra rhinestones, more, because you're shaking, which you're going to have more rhinestones than what you're using, even if you're brushing them in anyways. But you're doing the shake method, you will have to have these over here. Y'all, I'm not even going to lay this because my stones over here didn't cut right. I'll have to put those. I'll have to manually do those. I don't know what happened. But it's right there on the edge of this. Can y'all see it? Right there on the edge. of it. They're not going to brush in because they're not circled. So I'm going to recut the template. I'm going to recut the template because it's not a complete circle. If anybody can master this method, it will be Patrice. She will shape these stones, honey, and have them all going up in there at one time. That girl bad. Because I may lay those stones and then do the edge of that boss over there by itself. The S, the end of that S, that did not cut. Did anybody else's S on the end not cut? Maybe no, I know Male's S cut, so it's not the file. I saw hers. I saw hers earlier. Y'all, I don't have a bunch of different color rhinestones like a lot of these people, so my stuff is gonna be boring. Mel did hers in this really, really pretty AB this pink. That's how it's stuck together. She did hers in this real pretty pink and an amethyst. And I know it's gorgeous. And so I don't really have a lot of colors. If I did, I'd probably do more videos. But I don't want to buy rhinestones because I'm never doing like them for actual customers. What we normally do is if somebody wants rhinestones, we will screen print adhesive, and I'll have to do a video on it because it's really, really cool. Where you screen print, you coat your screen like 3-4 times to make it really thick, and then you screen print the adhesive, and then you can put like whatever color on top of that you want to put. What happened to see if this cut? This is my main concern. I know I got that. So I'm not getting a cut. I'm not getting a cut with the Caesar block, y'all. Okay. So I'm gonna try another setting on the Caesar block real quick and then finish that. Okay, Craftable, you finished cutting? Good. Look down there at that bottom. I thought I saw a space at the bottom of one of the S's that's missing. I did not see it on Male's. Okay, Tampa. Carmen, are you cutting, sis? Are you figuring it out? You like a paint edger, Pearl? I'll try that too. What was I doing? I was gonna come over here and I'm gonna play with this setting, y'all. I gotta get that flock to cut over there. And see, that's the thing. Cut one flock on something, and then you cut another flock on another one, and on another setting. I'm going to change that flock to 2 passes and change it to heat transfer flock and see what happens. Okay, let's see. Let's see what happens. I need to recut my S, y'all. That block is not cutting for me. The blade is changing. Sometimes when your blade doesn't cut, check it to see if there's any material on it, and there's not any material there, so I don't know why. There it is. It did cut. It did cut, but where it did cut? Okay. Cut further down than I'm feeling. But it's not cutting enough to peel that up. Okay. So that time it cut, but it's still not cutting through. Yeah. It's not cutting through. So let me work this out. Yeah, he's always on here talking about chocolatey princesses and stuff. I don't know what he be thinking. Yes, Jennifer, this is using the 10SS. Using the 10SS. Well, Renobia, let's go on and where is he at? Did y'all get him gone before we get started? Did y'all get him gone? I'm looking for him so I can get him gone. Let's see. You gotta stop coming in here with that, man. I'll try that. Gotta get that flock. Okay. Does anybody know what Caesar flock says to cut it at? I'm putting it on, taking this blade up. But I know that thank you. Guess it's holding me up. My CPU is at 47%, y'all. And my clock is not cutting over there. I'm gonna go ahead and pick this up. I should have been done by now. This brush right here. I just yes, edge of it anyway. Definitely cut through there. That went all the way through. That went all the way through. That went all the way through. I'll try a heart. Let's try a heart and see. That went all the way through, but it did not go through. We want it to go through, but we don't want it to go through the paper on the back. This paper doesn't feel sticky enough on the back. I think it would have to be cut with the oil. But I haven't gave up yet. Your holes aren't releasing on the 631 tamper. Take it and rub it. Did you do a test print first? With it, without the, hold on a second. Let me see, y'all. What's I finna do? I was finna do a heart. Let me jump over here and do a heart. Cut a heart over here. Cut a heart. Okay, where is the, can't even find the machine. Cut a heart. Give me 1 second. Okay. I think I should have a heart on here somewhere. I'll try to cut this and see. All I did was push that up to 8, and I did 2 passes. That's saying that that's selecting a manual blade, but that's not a manual blade. That's an auto blade that's in there. I wonder why. Maybe that's what the problem was. Let me go back down to 7, because for some reason, I'll cut that and see if that cuts. Right quick, y'all. Let's see if that cuts. Pamper, what type of material are you cutting? Tell me which flock you're, what are you using? Are you using that pink flock? This, we know the HTV rut block works. I'll cut something with it. Temple, what type of flock did you try? Now I'm going to tell y'all something too. Like if I cut something and it doesn't work, I go back in and I try to cut like a bigger circle to see, or something on that material to make sure it's not my blade, or that it's not, you know, like that my cut settings are off. That's why I told you to, the other thing is, that's why I say always do that test print first so that you're able to see if you know, something happens in a design before you do it. Y'all know I can't see good. Wish I could zoom. Y'all could zoom in over there. Try to put these stones and just sit them up on this end right here where my S did not cut. But it cut. Try to sit these in place of where they should be. This flock and this flock feels different. This flock feels very fuzzy, the Caesar, and the HTV Rot flock, y'all, feels smoother. The Caesar flock is thicker. So in my mind, I think that it should, ideally, it should make a better rhinestone template. But with it being thicker, because it's thicker, I'm going to cut some cardstock in a second. If I can't get that to cut. But let's see if that part cut and what it did, if it will release with the if it will release with that contact paper. And then I still have that other contact paper that I'll try. Did anybody try that other Dollar Tree contact paper? This one, so that I'll know whether or not to waste my time trying it, to see if it works or not. Because I can't answer because we on live. If it was dead, let me see. Oh, you can only see my screen. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let me get... I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I put the computer down there. This room is much smaller than my other room, but I do have the garage, so I wanted to take the other room. Ken has a man cave in the other bedroom, and I wanted that room too, but he said You already have the whole garage. Now I know why Tampa was calling. Let me know. I don't know why that end cut like it did. I think my paper skewed. I put most of them in here manually now. I got about 2 more to go. Carmen, are you still here? And have you tried to get that setting with that, I don't see anything else, y'all. Yes, I do. I see one right there. See a place where a stone is missing, so I'm just gonna put it there at the bottom there. Tell me what color y'all did y'all stones in. What color y'all do y'all stones in? Because I know we got some crafty folks up in here that got some beautiful color stones, honey. I found these at the dollar store. Y'all know I never have scissors. These are so cute. These were at the 99-cent store today. So I was like, let me grab me something. Carl, you like the rocket flop? Is that the one that Heat Transfer Warehouse has, the rocket block, I think? When I started doing rhinestones, they didn't even have block. We did it with this sandblast material, y'all. It was brown, and ooh, that stuff was the hardest stuff in the world to, it was super hard to commit. It was super hard to cut. Was a product that Sign Warehouse sold it. Sign Warehouse sold it, and a couple of other places sold it. But it was like a rubbery type of material. And that's what we would use to do to make our stuff with. Pick them all up. And when I tell you, oh, that's cute. That is going to be so cute. Because I need another tool to do my second part in, or else I'm going to be here with the apple. And that's okay too, because it's cute like that. So there's my first layer. Y'all, I don't know if y'all can see it. I'm gonna set it over here. Let's see here. Oh, it was a commercial? That's one. Like that one looks really, really good, y'all. That one got some. I haven't tried the rocket flock. I've tried the magic flock, and that's what I used to use. The magic flock when it came out, it was way better than that stuff that we used to use back in the day. I remember there were times when I would lay a design out, and then I would actually just go uh, after I laid the design out and just go and grab stone by stone and just put those stones in there. So this side right here, I'm going to have to manually put these stones in there. If this block would almost be, well, it works really good, but, and it actually, the way it came off really, really great. It peeled off. It actually peeled off perfectly. Um, just as good as magic block. Pinch. It just did absolutely wonderful. I just personally would like for it to be just a little bit thicker. I'm going to show y'all how to do one of these just like this, but where I have a few extra stones around. To do a template where every single time when you shake, everything is going to go in there perfect. I didn't have materials to do it with today. Hopefully, I don't know, maybe this week. Gonna be getting ready for another event, so trying to see if I got any extra pieces. This one did lay in really, really good, y'all. That one went really, really fast. One thing is that end over there, like I said, but this one here, I'll stop saying. Yep, looks really, really good. Carmen, what size shirt do you wear? I guess this one. I need to try to pull that block on. One more second, about 5 minutes, and I'm gonna pull that Caesar block and see what happens. If I can't get that Caesar block to cut, I'm gonna go back to this other block and show y'all exactly how I can press it to make the sticky block. And I'm gonna do that card stop if it's not too late. I don't know what time it is. Oh, we supposed to be getting toasted. So y'all grab y'all wine. I'm gonna drink some water. Play your music and all that good stuff. Carolyn, are you on here? Miss Savage? Okay, y'all. That one is done. Bling, bling. Maybe I can get my routine down. I used to be able to knock these things off like it wasn't nothing. Maybe I can get the routine back down. Oh. And Craftable has her sweet tea. I know. I had poured me a glass of wine just because I told everybody it was wine, but I really wanted just water. Guess I'm getting old. I really feel like turning up. Sometimes we gotta turn down. Craftable, are you done yet? And what colors did you do? It's been such a long time. I've done Rhinestone. I missed the place. One right there, y'all. I see one that I missed. I'm gonna go ahead and cut that other one because I do have red. I could do red, but I ordered this beautiful pink, so I'm gonna try to wait on those pink stones to get here. Oh, but those look so good. Hi, Fox Girl. You about to press? So you always showing out. You moving, huh? Okay, so while Craftable's about to press, and whew, I'm going to leave this, y'all. So I did get this. Like, you can use this tray to do this shaker method, but with a smaller design, because our design is so big. But if you were using like something small, this would probably work really good because you could push it, you know, it would just go down there back and forth like that. Let's see what's going on with this. Because Craftable is through and I have not even started to do my second time. Let's see if this is going to work. Not at all, y'all. Not at all. And that blade is definitely moving. Not at all. Okay. So I'm going to say that the Caesar vinyl that this Caesar flock is going to be a no-go. I'm going to say that the Caesar flock is a no-go for me. So I'm going to switch back to this one. I'll switch back to this one and cut a heart or something and see. Well, I'll do that, boss me up. We'll see if something happened to my blade. But I don't think so. But I can't get that Caesar to cut. Okay, I can't get that Caesar to cut. And then we have a, I do have what, a, the cardstock. Okay. All right, Tampa, let's work this cardstock. Did you do the cardstock already? Okay. So I'm going to do that Boss Me Up real quick. Y'all. Let's see. Because I want to check and see. Sometimes that auto blade does crazy things, but I'm looking at it and it's turned. So I don't think that it's the auto blade at all. So I'm going to switch my settings back to Rhinestone. Okay. Okay. Go back to my rhinestone material, and because I had already tested it on that one with that setting, I'm not going to test it. I'm just going to run it, but I'm going to be looking to see if that blade turns. So I'm going to say this one is a winner. This one this one by HTV Runt. Let me drop that in. Let me see if I put it. I think I put it in it is the white flat transfer in white. I think this is in my Amazon store, but this is the one. And it hits hard. It does good. I'm going to try this other contact paper in just a second. And then I'll try the cardstock. Let me see what rhinestones I have. I'll have to go with red for me, y'all. So I make these little rhinestone shakers. So if my rhinestones get mixed up where I make a card and I just do like this little heart design, and if the rhinestones are I'll do, I think this one is the 10SS. This one is the 10SS. So if I have 16SS, I'll put them in here if they're mixed with 10SS, and all the 10SS will fall out. And then I just have it filled up with 16. That's how I know what's going on. Rhinestones. I'll do that one. I'll do mine in red on my second one. I'll do it in red. Okay, Tampa. Oh, you forgot to take the cardstock down. Well, and you can also spray it down, y'all, with like a spray adhesive. Like I use this one because I screen print, so I use this just to spray it down. Or any like fabric spray, adhesive spray, you can spray the back of your cardstock with that and then lay it down to the template. I'm gonna do the cardstock that I cut to be like a faux sticky flop. This, I'm gonna do this one as soon as that finishes. I'm gonna get some more water, y'all. You can't have too much water. You're not gonna do. I still got a whole glass of wine. I want good old H2O tonight. Oh, my coffee looks so good. And while that's going, I'm just going to keep on making these templates until that finishes up. This. Yeah. I need a seat. Stones, these stones. Just like I need to be quite. Look at that. That was right there. Really good. Look at that. Done. Need to brush that extra excess off of there. And we is done. This one literally has that one, maybe about 10 that did not go in the haul. So fast. And I guarantee you, if you try this with a thicker flock, like a sticky flock, you'll get those in those holes. I ain't promoting sticky flock though. I'm just telling you that if you did, or if you found a flock that was just a little bit thicker, the Lady Print Boss method right here. I don't know what it is, but I keep having, within these stones, I have like 1 or 2 stones that have where they stick together. And I'll have like twin stones just sticking to each other. These stones are so pretty. These are blinging. These are blinging a lot more than the fine art stones that I have. I've had them so long, they probably just done lost their shine. These are in the Amazon store too. These are bling blinging. Standing sideways, so it's hard for me to tell, y'all. Turn it this way. I'll probably end up ordering a smaller to grab this screen. I do have a smaller tray, but I was actually going to screen print rhinestones for y'all tonight, and ended up not having the time to do the screen. If you want to see how to screen print rhinestones, let me know in the comments, and I'll start putting that video together. I love it when I'm able to get on here and do stuff like this, because I tell y'all, we did 4 events back to back to back. The Nike event was off the chain. It was nice, but it was a lot of work. But the last one we did for a company called Rap, baby, they went hard. Oh, it was so beautiful. And I don't even think I put I think I did, if you guys, I have a new Instagram. I've only got a couple of videos on there. It's for the live printing. It's called, it's at Dallas Live Printing. That's the new Instagram. And then, of course, I still have the at Lady Print Boss. But I've been putting up these screen printing events there, kind of separating it, giving it its own identity. away from Lady Print Boss and T-shirt shop dollars. It needs to have its own identity, so that I can build that brand. But it's doing absolutely wonderful. I love the live events. It's just that when I'm doing so many of them, it's tiring. But I love it because you can literally go hard and, you know, do those, do a couple events, make 10, 20 grand, go sit down, chill out for a minute, stuff like that. I may sign a contract to do an event this coming week for this one is for a group of doctors. So we did one last year for a group of dentists, and it turned out really, really good. That's that end right there that I have a hard time with, y'all. First that one, hopefully that other one will be coming off out. I may end up just doing all of these in different and y'all, this is still the same masking tape I've had for I don't know how many years. I've had this stuff since, well, I think I was in the States. It's gotta be at least maybe 2009, something like that. And it still is good. And I don't know who I got it from. I think I ordered this from Fine Warehouse back in the day, because y'all know I used to do a bunch of business with Fine Warehouse. That was my go-to. I love the Fine Warehouse vinyl. I still think they have some of the best vinyl. I don't know why they don't push their I don't know why they don't push their vinyl, but they do have some of the best vinyl. Crafty house. Outside, I'm only doing the outside, y'all, because like I told y'all, I'll probably see me doing different ones on the inside pretty soon. Zenobia, did you get that design tape down? Good tape right there. Tell me, are y'all trying that shaker method? Oh, that was Tampa that forgot to tape it down. We're making rhinestones. So I'm going to take this one off. And actually, while that's still going, I'll do is I'll take some of this in there. And then I will try my hand again and brush. I think I just don't have the right brush. I think I like this. I think I have done, when I use this one, I think to have did pretty good with it. Kind of brushing those rhinestones in. I ain't doing too good now. I think this does pretty good. I think I do better when I brush like to the side. Versus doing that, this is going pretty fast with this brush right here. I think it's different strokes for different folks. I couldn't get this other brush to work for me, y'all. But this one seems to work for me pretty good. I think I did pretty good with that. Of course, you know, the ones on the edge right there not gonna go in, but I think that did pretty good. That did do pretty good. Yeah, that did pretty good. I'll see. With this, I can't get it. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just I'm just too. I just move too fast. I think I just want instant gratification, and or maybe I should do this way. Which way should I go with it? Tampa told me to get this brush. To try this one. This is what she uses. That circle stuff just doesn't work for me. I think just brushing, just a quick little sweep. I think like that right there, that works for me. Yeah, that brushing, it don't work for me. I ain't got time. I'm just gonna stick to my little shake method and shake these stones in here like that and be done. Because I think it works pretty good for me. That's what I'll do. I'll just stick to the shake method, y'all. I hate to knock them out after I done put them all in like that. I think I'm just going to stick to this method. But I'm going to knock these out because I don't need to make another one of these like this. And now I want to try this. So luckily, when you have this like this, you can now just throw it on the floor. Not have to worry about your rhinestones. Let's see what's going on with this. It cut. I don't see anything on the back. Let's give it a try. One thing about this white is you cannot see, so the rhinestones are up there. And when I pull this back, I don't want to pull the whole thing off because I can use that other piece for something else. So I'll pull it back until I think that I have everything. I don't see anything cutting on here. What in the Sam Houston? It's that blade. It's that freaking auto blade. There's no way it's not supposed to cut. It's that auto blade, y'all. Definitely that auto blade. That's what it is. That auto blade is not moving. I'm going to switch blades. Because if it cuts once, it's supposed to cut. That's why I don't like the auto blade. It's got to be that auto blade. Because there's no way in heck that this ain't cut through. There's just no way. Yeah, there's nothing on there. It's that auto blade. I'm positive. It's the auto blade. Yep. That sucker is over there stuck on 0. So that's why I don't like to use the auto blade. Because it will do that. It will go and stick itself on 0. And you see that little piece of felt that was in there? That will do it. I just flicked it out. See if it turns. That's why I like to use the manual blade. Right there. That is exactly why I like to use the manual blade. Right there. Let's see if it turns. I got a heart on here. Let's see. Get some air. Yep. It's that auto blade. I'll end up switching out this blade. Let's see if it turns. It moved. Look, the auto blade moved, and you can see it over here now. That's the thing with this auto blade. If it moves, if it does not move, you've spent forever and a day sitting there cutting something, waiting on it. And there's our cut. It cuts perfectly. It cuts perfectly. That's definitely what it is. That's why I like to use the other blade, y'all. Because the auto blade will screw you over every time. You get to cutting, and then you be like, what is going on? And it'll be that auto blade. So now I gotta do that all over again. All over again. And I still need to cut this. So the fever flock may not be a dud. I'm looking to see if the blade is still moving. Yeah, so the blade is good now. So I kept saying that it's not cutting. It could have been, it most definitely probably was the blade not cutting. So y'all got to see it live here, not cutting when it does it. Because normally it won't do it for me on the live. And I know y'all be like, she crazy. Even like, not just cutting vinyl, cutting rhinestones, cutting anything, it'll do that. Let me see here. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let's see here. We got some issues going on in the chat. Renobia. Renobia, what are you using? Are you using, what are you using to cut? What kind of machine? Cricut machine? What kind of machine are you using to cut? Because if you're using a silhouette, let's go over here and hold on, y'all. I can't help y'all with the Cricut, but if you're using that silhouette design, that silhouette studio to cut, go over to your page size in each whatever program you're doing. If you're only cutting half of the design, go over in, go to your page size in whatever program you're using. Make sure that your page is set up. Like I have mine here set up on 12 by 12. Make sure your page is set up to fit the design, right? And then if your page, if you're in Cricut, I think you have to, no, Cricut is printing bigger now. If I know what program you're in, I may open up Cricut on here. But check your page size, and then, like, if you're in silhouette, hit show cut border, and it'll show this. And then when you're over there in the cutting, you should see it on the screen. Like, if you see this over to the side, then you know that you're off the paper, or you're off the, grid. Hopefully that helps. Let me go back over here. Thank you, Craftable. Appreciate it. Y'all, Craftable done. Then came, knocked her design out, and it's like, I done did it. Damn, she done. She done. We've been on here for a while. We have been on here for a while, y'all. Let me bring this back up. I am going to get my stuff together pretty soon, y'all. I promise. I am going to get everything together. Okay, page side is set. After it cuts boss. Okay. So it's cutting boss. So it's not cutting the. Okay. So you're probably, what color are you cutting Crafty and boss separate? Do you see the whole thing on the page? And if you see the whole thing on the page, is it all the same color? Because it could be in your settings, like what colors you're cutting together. Like if you have the boss set to black, and then you have the crafty set to pink, or you have like certain things, you may be on a layer, cutting on the layer. I think that's probably what's going on with you. Did we find out what, y'all, did we find out what Renobia, what machine are you using? Did we find out what she's using? I know Mel's on the graph tech, and I know she didn't have any problems. Let me go back up here and see. Tampa, why you scared of the shaking, shimmy, 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 shake? It works. It works. Okay, so Silhouette Studio. Okay. Hold up, I see y'all. She's in Silhouette Studio. Okay. Okay, Renobia, which design do you have open? Do you have the 2-color? Which one do you have open? Man, I had mine on for the flock, but it was that auto blade, girl. Not good. So, if Renobia, if you got the auto blade, look at it and see if it moves. Because if it'll that auto blade, it'll move and get stuck. Well, hers is cutting, so she is good. Hers is cutting. Page size is set to, it cuts false and then stops. Okay. Okay, Craftable cut hers with solo. Okay. I'm thinking that Renobia, I think that you have that you're in those. Like, are you in? No. Tell me if the colors are different. If the boss and the crafty is different. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's the problem. Y'all want to learn how to rhinestone, do screen print rhinestones? Oh, I promise you, you will love it. Love, 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 love it. You get a whole lot of rhinestones. Everything's done like boom, 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 boom. And the screen print rhinestones, you won't need a silhouette. You won't need a solo. You won't need a graph tag. You won't need anything. And we talking about for real run. You won't need nothing. Okay. Okay. Okay, Renovia's cutting Boss Me Up. Okay. I'm trying to cut the Boss Me Up now too. Boss Me Up is the same color. Oh, okay. Renovia's cutting the Boss Me, the whole thing one color. Huh. I don't know. Well, Tampa, you go over there and you play with the ET 1500. Did you put the silhouette, did you put the sublimation in yet? Go over there and play with that, girl. Y'all, I'm not going to cut my second color tonight because I want to wait till I get my rhinestone. Well, I could do it in that red, but I don't think I'm going to cut it tonight. Yes, screen print. Okay, so we got Fox Girl wants to know how to screen print the rhinestones. Good. I got one person on board. Got one person on board. I'm telling y'all, try different stuff. Try different stuff. The only thing you will need will be a screen and some emulsion. It's going to, and of course a printer. I'll do a video on it maybe this week. Maybe this week I'll be able to do it and show y'all some really, really cool stuff. Go ahead and make it in. Tapper, we can get on the live. I'm gonna see what happens with this boss be up now. Carl, did you get your boss me up to work? Okay, you need to supply this. Nicole, shoot me over an email. Actually, let's see, is the supply list for screen printing on the Lady Print Boss website? I'm not sure if it is on the website or not, but I know that it's in my class materials. Yes, I will do screen print on the live. As a matter of fact, I will do it tentatively next week. I'll tentatively do it next week, Friday or Saturday. I normally go live on Fridays, but Fridays are kind of hard for me. Now we're doing so many events. We normally doing an event on Friday, or like this week we didn't have an event, but we went ahead and took a last minute order, so it may be on the weekend, but I would definitely do it. Okay, that's what I was wondering. Okay, Renovia, so the page is set to, let me go over here. On your design, hold on, okay, let's see here. Because what I want to know is, okay, so on the design, sis, I got it pulled up. The page is set to, I think you said 12 by 12, but is this width right here 12 by 12 also? The media and the, is everything 12 by 12? And do you have the mat off or off? And are you cutting with the mat or not? I would turn that cut border on so that I can see that also. Maybe you can see these settings. Turn that cut border on, hit that constrained media to the mat, make sure that everything is to the mat. We almost done here, y'all. It's getting pretty late, so I may come back. There'll be too much stuff to do at what night for me. I may cut something on this, and then I think this will be the perfect thickness stuff. I really, really do. I think this will be the perfect thickness. Maybe I'll come back and do this part not tomorrow. That way I can talk to the ladies and figure that stuff out. Let's go back here. Is it on there? Okay, it's on the design page. No, we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. Over here so I can see y'all better over here. Yeah, maybe it needs to be calibrated. Oh, Crafty thing up there. Why is that up there? Oh. 32%. Renovia, what are you sipping on tonight? What are y'all drinking? Water, Coke. Today I had. So normally I don't drink soda. And today I had the tallest can of Coca-Cola I ever seen in my life. So I'm trying to flush my system down. Yes, Sylvia, glitter does work really good. That could be Tampa's problem. Okay, I did it. It's still not working. Okay. Tampa, you might have to come on over to the Silhouette side. Might have to come on over to the Silhouette side. Oh, okay. Yeah, try it on that one. Try it on that one. Oh. I am so sleepy, y'all. So sleepy. Let me go see. I want to see what Craftable's thing looks like, so I'm gonna go over to her page. Let me see here. Let me see. She put it in her community. Oh, it turned out good. It looks nice. You know what? I think I should go back in and add something right there where that S is. I wonder if some stones could go right there. That looks nice. Really, really nice. Craftable, what color stones did you use for that boss? Looks like a mix of stones, or is it just a light? I can't tell y'all. It looks so good. That looks so good. It's beautiful. Now I really gotta get this stuff. That looks amazing. That looks good. Yeah, them. I don't know what, y'all, I was never able to drink like soda. I was never able to drink soda, and then I had the surgery. And about, what, maybe 6 or 7, maybe 8 or 9 years ago. And when I had surgery, the doctor told me that I would be able to drink soda. So I never was able to drink soda. I mean, growing up, if I drank soda, my stomach hurt, everything happened. So when, you know, when you haven't been able to do something and then they tell you that you're going to be able to do it, you go crazy. So I did just that, went crazy, and started drinking soda. Was it that way? Oh, it was this way. I took that out that way. This one. It better be on this end. Let's see. Yeah, it's on this end. So I'm going to cut it right along. Let's see the design right there. Pretty sure that I'm further down than it is. So I'll do this one. Yeah, so I was never able to drink soda as a kid or all of my adult life until I was probably close to 44, 45 years old. It was amazing. I gotta tell you. But I don't normally drink it. So today I saw a Coke in the store and I was like, I'm gonna drink that Coke. I went to the Dollar Tree because y'all know I be going to the Dollar Tree now. Patrice had me on Dollar Tree. And when I got there, I asked where was the craft section, and I was so disappointed because where I moved, the craft section is pretty much like nada, right? They have nothing up in that place. This material right here cuts. This material right here does good, y'all. This right here does good. It does. They got something with that one. Let me see. Need to get something to put it on. Get my little thing. Put it on. I drank that soda, and so now I'm trying to flush my system out. I think I'm gonna go on a full detox this week. Y'all, that did awesome. There's literally like barely anything left on here at all. Oh, I love it. I love it when a plant comes together. Oh, DIY sticky flock. I see you. When you run out of your sticky flock. Really and truly, if you do rhinestones all the time, this stuff gets just as expensive as, you know, you're doing a few templates or something. I never bought sticky flock because I think that's it. Oh, there's one right there. because I would use the flock material, like doing designs and stuff, and every blue moon somebody would come for a rhinestone design. Okay. That's good. That is perfect. I'm gonna try it on that black again. Try that black one. Something, because I want to see if it works just that. Try that while I'm doing this, just to see while I brush these sounds in right quick. No, you didn't. Okay. Okay. I guess I better jump on Amazon and grab me some more of this before it's gone. Maybe I'll do a review on this stuff. Okay, so there's my Boss Me Up right there. Do it in another color. Yes, I'll do it in another color. Let's see here. Red or this one. And let's see here. I'll just brush those in. I'm missing a stone. Still missing. There's a place there. And there's a place there. I'm just going to do a heart design on that just to see if it goes. Okay. Capri, Abram, Alvarado, and Rose, AB. Okay, where is she? Okay, y'all. Oh, it's getting kind of tiring. It is. I want to get this, I do want to get this one flock to work. Come on. Let's work for me. Let's see if I can get that to work. Try that. I'm just going to try hard with that Caesar material there. Too big. I'm going to have to do something with these. This is my favorite color. My favorite color is brown. How many people y'all know with a favorite color like brown? My husband says that's crazy, but that's my favorite color. See if this will work on this. Left-handed, so I better go this way. This is such a small design. probably better do this. That's my fault. This stuff on here and call it a day. Look at me in here all day long. Shake my little tea. Or for me to do it here, I need to be in a tray. Yep. Them brushes just do not work for me, y'all. Tell me what kind of brush to get, because them brushes do not work for me. I'm just going to be over here just doing my little shake thing, because I can't get them brushes down. I'll stick to my method and just shake my stones and roll on with what I'm trying to do, because Patrice has gotten really good with brushing them stones. She be moving. Be like, zip, 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 zip. I saw the Best Uni had put out a new video on stones the other day, but I didn't get to watch it. I gotta go back and take a look. I've been so busy, I haven't really been watching anybody. But I like the little YouTube shorts and stuff. When people put those up, it keeps you in the loop of what's going on when you see the little shorts. You're like, oh, okay, that's what's popping, without watching the whole video. Okay, let's see if that Caesar vinyl cuts. Didn't cut nothing but a heart just to see. Put this over to the side of me. Use a paintbrush, Dimps. I had one rhinestone brush that I got a couple of videos where you see me using a rhinestone brush, but I don't know what happened to that one that I liked. And so I went back to my old method. Like a design like this here is good to use the shaker method on, because if this was in something, I could shake this sucker and be done. I would have been done with this if it was in a, if I had it off in on a plate. I shook the mess out of it. I think my blade is getting old too. The thing about these rhinestones, they'll wear your blade out. They will. Well, I like that. Let's did this little boss me up because when you working and you trying to get your settings together and then you do a great big design and it doesn't cut, honey, talk about mad. Right? Using my finger like a wax pen. Okay, I like it. I like it. I like it. I can't thank everybody enough for going and buying the Crafty Boss design. Those of y'all who purchased it, I really do appreciate it. Because like I said, you know, you don't make a lot of money off of downloads. But at the time that I did this Crafty Boss design, we were looking for this house and I was in panic mode and all kinds of stuff. And I just, like, when you can't do nothing, you know, it was actually Nicole that was like, that said to me, she said, get on there and do something. Just do something. You got to do something. I was like, hold up, lady. Like, you just can't just do something. You just sitting over there not doing nothing. Like, girl, I ain't work. I ain't doing nothing. And especially once we moved the equipment from the shop house. It's like, oh my God. You never know how bored you can be. Where I told my sister that I was going to go get a job until we started working. So here's a true story. So I called Amazon and I said, well, I'll go work for Amazon and I was going to do customer service on the phone. I think they told me like $16, 16 something an hour. So I told Ken, I said, I'm going to work for Amazon. He said, how much they paying? I said, $16 an hour. He said, okay. And that was all he said. Well, the day I was supposed to go start work for Amazon, or, you know, start working, I said, I don't know if I'm employable. I started thinking about it. Because my mindset was like, you know, just see what you can do. And then I was like, no, forget that. I better get on here and run me an ad. And I ran the ad, and people started calling. I was going to do, and I went to go do that event for Thirsty Line. And Renovi and Carmen went to a Thirsty Line with me. I didn't end up doing that event. I went there to do the event the day of, but I got there, y'all, and it was cold. And once you get a certain age, it's just certain things you don't do. So I told Ken, we're not doing this event. And we left because when we got there, I was like, this was the one and only time that I had ever agreed to do an event and not get paid up front. So I'll never do that again because I realized something. If I don't get paid, it doesn't motivate me, right? So you have to know like what motivates you. So since we were not getting paid up front, I was not motivated, which Ken already knew that I wasn't going to do the job, but he was just rolling with the punches. He said he already knew that it wasn't going to go down. So that looks beautiful. We went up there and I was going to do the event. It was cold. When I walked in, the guy said, I said, hey, where do we set up? And he said, oh, you can set up anywhere. And then he messed up and told me, he said, well, because basically nobody showed up. The weather kind of has us down. And right then and there, I turned and I looked around and I said, this is going to be a wash. And I left out and went down the street to go get a square reader. And I ain't never ran out of gas in my life. And I ran out of fucking gas. Oops, I ran out of gas, y'all. And when I ran out of gas, I called Ken and told him. And they were at the venue pulling up, getting ready to set up. And I said, no, 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 come get me. They came and got me. And they were putting gas in the car. And Ken was like, you need to go ahead and do the event. And I said, no, this is not the event for me. Oh, he was hot at me because I had took all that equipment out there. And then I said I wasn't going to do the event. And my phone rung. And it was one of the people from Nike calling me, letting me know that they were having a women's Final Four event. And it was all about women bossing up. And they wanted the lady PB. And I was like, I'm back. Yes, I'm back. Yeah. I was like, yes. I was down and out. And I'm back. They want me. So once that took off, I just started booking events. I don't know what it is. It was like the motivation hit me again. Like, okay, I guess it was like, you know how they say it's time to go to work? That's how it was for me. Okay, there's my boss me up. I see I got a couple of stones. I got a stone right there. I need to move the one right there. I ain't pressing nothing tonight, y'all. I'm not. Y'all will see my stuff probably tomorrow. I'll press tomorrow. I don't feel like cutting the heat press on unless somebody just wants me to press. But you seen one shirt, you seen 100, right? So that one was also using the Oracle. Let's see what this does, and then we'll get off of here. Oh. I have a lot planned, Tampa. A lot planned for the live event. It's still not cutting. This felt right here is just not cutting. And I bet that my blade went back to all zeros. I don't think it likes this. Nope, that blade is at 7. That blade is at 7. But it's not cutting. This Caesar material is not cutting for me. And was that on 2 passes? Let me look at these settings. Hey, Jesses, how are you? Craft therapy. Let me look and see. Oh, there's nothing that's in there, so it won't even show me what it was on. That's at 2 passes, y'all. I don't know. I cannot get. So I'm kind of tired, y'all, and I haven't been able to be on any pain medicine the last couple of days because of my tooth. I'm a bleeder, from what they tell me, and so I can't. Not cutting, y'all. I can't get this one to cut. I don't know what is going on, but I can't get this one to cut. I'm doing fine. Doing fine. I can't get this one to cut, y'all. So I will, but I know that people have bought this one, and so I will figure this out, but it's going to have to be tomorrow. Should I press that shirt? Yeah, Renobia, what happened is when I went and I got the cleaning, I bled. I got home at 2 o'clock, and y'all, I had blood just gushing from my mouth everywhere. Gushing. And it would not stop. And it did not stop until about 1 a.m. in the morning. I called my mom. My mom's a retired nurse. She's 74 or 75. She's 75 now. And I did not want to call my mother and bother her, but I kept bleeding, and I would not clot. And so I thought I was going to have to go to the hospital. And he told me to, because the dentist called, and the dentist told me to rinse with warm salt water. Well, my mom said, don't rinse with warm salt water. You're going to have to put some cold water in your mouth. So that's what I did, and that's how I ended up getting it to finally stop. But it didn't stop till about 1 o'clock. It did not stop till about 1 o'clock, and that's what happened. That is what happened. I guess I will press something real quick. And so the next day I went back to the doctor, and they did laser on my gums to make sure that I did not have any more bleeding. But from that, I found out that because of the ibuprofen that I take, that it thins your blood. And I've been taking ibuprofen since I was like 17 years old for this that I have in my legs, and so for inflammation. And it gets caught up with me. All of this is trash. Gonna set up to do my. I like this flock. But yeah, so I haven't been able to take any meds. And only other thing they offer me is Tylenol codeine or Vicodin. And you will not turn the lady print boss into a dope fiend. That ain't gonna happen. We all seen what happened to Prince Michael Jackson. I'm not going to get on anything that, because it's something that, a medicine that will be ongoing, I'm just not going to do it. So I'll take a little Tylenol, deal with pain until I guess I die, you know, get older and just dealing with it for the next 30, 40 years, hopefully, however long, but I'm not going to take all of that. So I'm looking for some natural like remedies where I'm going to start researching. You know, maybe I'll stop eating red meat, stuff like that, things that cause inflammation. No tomatoes, you know, stuff like that. I'm just going to have to start doing things a little bit differently. So hopefully I won't have to take any pain meds. Okay, so I'm going to press a shirt, and let's see. I have, that's in red. What do I have that will go with red? Got a blue shirt in here. Oh, I got a black shirt right here. That's a small. That's it. Okay, y'all, I'm looking for me a shirt. I don't want red stones on blue. I do not want these red stones on blue. Maybe I will do white. I could do that Crafty Boss as just the outline. That doesn't look bad though, with the red on blue. It's gonna be kind of subtle. I'd probably much rather the white with red. See, this would be more me, but I will not wear this shirt. So it won't do me no good. But I'll press it on. That's a small. I'll press it on something. I'll press it on. I want to press on the blue. Let me go get a black shirt out of the shop. I'll press it on this. Maybe I'll just press that Crafty Boss and then test the other part of it, y'all. Because it would be good if I've got some blue stones coming. Some light, like a really light blue. Maybe I should try that. That font doesn't look too bad. I'm missing a stone right there. Where is that template? Am I missing a stone like that? No, I just didn't put the E in there. That's just me. It's not on the template. Most of the shirts that I have are still over at the other place. Let's see here. What is this? That's a Hanes 5X. Lord knows I ain't gonna go anywhere of that. This. You don't want that either. Letting that heat up, y'all. while I'm searching for something in here in this. Oh, now I'm gonna work that one. Okay, I got something. I work this one right here. Where the bag? I'm gonna take that one off and do this one actually. So this is a LAT apparel t-shirt that they gave me for to do some stuff with. I wonder where are all of those black bags that I've got a bunch of black bags that's still heating up, y'all. I'm just gonna press my shirt as it's heating up. So, for those of you who are still on here, let me tell y'all about this baby over here. Remember the machine that I told y'all that I did not like? The one that I said I did not like, that I ended up buying another one. So now I have two of the HTV rock presses. My stand is falling, so trying to fix it up. Okay. So if y'all remember, I said I was not crazy about it. Still have some things that I'm not crazy about. But this baby made me 10 grand. Hot diggity dog. One of my favorite presses. Now, I found what it's good for. It's good for events. It's lightweight. It's lightweight. Still don't like the pressure issues, but it did the job for me. So we actually ended up buying another one of these. So it has a twin that's out there in the garage. It has a twin now, and it's the same color. I just bought two of them in the same color. But I still don't like the pressure issue. Like I noticed when we put the pad on it, like when we changed out the pad, we still were not getting good pressure. We got the best pressure just leaving it like it was. Like it is, if you put a pad on it, it can't come over. You have to trim it to it. But other than that, it was just fine. My legs are starting to ache. They are going to be swollen. I can tell y'all. Going to be a problem for me. There's a little piece of a stone right here I need to get off of here. Come on. It's not coming off. It's pieces or something. Yeah, but my legs are aching, y'all. I'm a girl that was not supposed to walk. The doctors told me I would not walk past 25. Told me that when I was 17 years old. The devil is a liar. So you have to figure out a way to be pain free. I'll figure it out. I will figure it out. I think I'll wait and put it on there, and then I'll go back in those two. On there and that. I actually want. This scoops down, so I'll do it about there. Oops. I actually think it's going down. Okay, y'all. Time to wind down. Wind down. I am tired. A couple of stones here that I need to. Oh, I love that red on black. There are a couple of stones that I need to go in and put back in there. So I'm going to do that now. It's more than a couple. I'll do it right here on the press. That way it'll go pretty fast. A couple right here. Oh Lord, I have to have some Epsom salt or something. But I refuse to take any more medication. I'll be able to go back on ibuprofen after a while. I just got to get it out of my system and make sure that I have clotting issues. It's not clotting, rather. Boom, 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 boom. I think that's it. Oh, one more. Okay. I can use that same piece. These stones right here are older than Methuselah. So, at least they still have some type of shine to them. Because these I've had forever, ever, and ever. So, is there a difference? Do y'all know, is there a difference between the white pen and the pink pens? Because we didn't have wax pens when I first started. So, I actually saw Patrice with these pens doing, so I don't know. Okay. Y'all, I have one stone on here that's a different color, but it's just going to have to be what it is. There go my Boss Me Up shirt right here. I like it. I like it. I may wear this to the next class that I do. We're actually I think this is going to be like one of the rhinestone designs that we're gonna do. I may wear that to that class, to the next class that we do. Y'all, it's been real good. These are really, really old, y'all. They don't look bad. Don't look too bad. Still pretty blingy to be so, to have, these have to be, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how old they are. There's one stone right there. I can't see worth nothing. I can't see worth nothing no more. I'll try one more. Put that in there. I saw it. There it is. Missing these stones. Well, y'all, it has been real. I'm gonna get off of here and y'all will see what I do with my shirt. My stone should be here tomorrow. And I didn't want to put that red on there, so I will do my outline, my insides tomorrow. And I will post it then. Thank y'all so much for tuning in and coming in and chilling with us, sister. It's been real. And if you had a problem with your stones tonight, don't give up. Keep trying, y'all, because you will get it. Like like with that Caesar block. I'm gonna figure it out. Good night, y'all. Perfect. Oh, I think I want a smiley face on here. I'll put one on here tomorrow. I want a smiley face on there. I think I'll put something else on there. And I like it. A heart or something. Okay, good night. Signing off. And the broadcast.